I am doing this video about how to get the baby to sleep. A friend of mine actually asked me some tips. She wanted me to give her some tips on how to get her newborn to sleep better through the night. I have two children, a 2-year-old and a 7-week-old, and they both sleep amazingly. And I'm so blessed and I'm so happy. But I've definitely learned some tips along the way for those nights when they're a little fussy and they may not want to go to sleep. My 2-year-old is hard to get her to go to sleep, to actually sit down, lay down for a few minutes so that she can fall asleep. But once she sleeps for like 8 to 10 hours. So it's amazing because when babies sleep, mommies sleep. And when mommies sleep, they're more energetic, they're just calmer, they're happier, and I know I'm happier when I sleep. I am not a great person. I am not an awesome person when I am tired. So I need to sleep, and I'm assuming you need to sleep too. So here are some tips to get your baby or your child to sleep easier. This is actually ylang ylang oil, but I'm going to be talking about lavender oil. We just ran out of lavender, and so I'm using this as a prop. But lavender oil is actually made by the same company. The same brand makes lavender oil. Lavender oil is something you can get from any health food store. I've even seen it in regular grocery stores in their natural or organic sections near the supplements. They sometimes have it. But you want to make sure it's a pretty good quality. This is a decent quality. It's not the best, but for the price, it's pretty good quality. And it's great for using it externally. You wouldn't use this brand internally. But anyway, lavender oil is very calming and relaxing. When I was a massage therapist, I worked on a lot of high-level employees. I worked on a few CEOs, and so a lot of independent business owners, a lot of small business owners, and so I had a pretty high-powered, or is that the word I want to use? Stressed out clientele. They were, busy, very busy people, people that dealt with high levels of stress on a regular basis. And so I would sprinkle this on the sheets before I massage them. And a lot of times after the massage session, they would say it was the most relaxed they'd been all week. They were weekly clients, so they'd be like, oh my gosh, whatever you did, that was the most relaxed I've been all week. So I know it was the massage, but I think the lavender oil definitely helped contribute to that, because like as soon as you smell it, like your whole body just like zens out and relaxes, and it works just that well on babies too. So this is a must have. I will have this in my house forever. In fact, we're going to go get some today because this stuff is amazing. So basically you sprinkle 1 or 2 drops on their pajamas, kind of on the top of their pajamas, and it's too strong to put on the baby's skin directly quite yet. Or you can put 1 or 2 drops in their bath at night, and it really helps to calm them. If you're breastfeeding, or actually even if you're not breastfeeding, you can sprinkle a few. It's fine to put directly on your skin. Just sprinkle a drop or 2 on your skin. And so when you're rocking them or breastfeeding them or holding them, they're like smelling it. And it really helps them to relax. You'll notice the difference when you use this. Within minutes, like you kind of see them just really relax and calm down, and it's amazing. So some lavender oil, that's my first tip. My next tip is a swaddle. This is especially great the first few days or weeks after your newborn comes home from the hospital. If you have a hospital birth, you'll notice that the nurses swaddle in the hospital, and they do it so fast, right? Like they use a blanket and they're like boom, 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 and then the baby's like this. And you're like, why is my baby in a straitjacket? Get my baby out of that thing. They look so uncomfortable. But then the baby like starts to calm down, and then they fall asleep, and they're quiet and calm. And you're like, wait a minute. Teach me how to do that. I'm going to need to do that when I get home. So my husband learned how to swaddle with our first daughter, and he was actually pretty decent at it when we got home. He used a regular blanket. But then we discovered that someone had given us a baby shower gift of these pre-made swaddles, and I never figured the blanket out. It was just too complicated. Wrap this, put this under there, tuck that, da 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 da. I don't know how to do that. So I used the pre-made swaddles. So this is what this looks like. The baby goes in here. The baby's feet will go in this part. And it has pre-snaps. It's pre-cut and it has pre-snaps. And it actually has the directions on the actual Swaddle package. But basically you put the baby in here and then you wrap, you bring this part across and you see this part snaps to this part. So you bring it across and then you bring this part, has snaps too. So this goes across the baby's chest and then you bring this part across as tight as you can. And then there you go. You have a little pea pod, a little peanut. And then your baby's here and their little head is poking out right here. And this is awesome because for 9 months, this little baby is in your belly. And they don't have a whole lot of room to move around. They're used to being really snug. And so I think this really reminds them of what it was like to be inside your body and to be in your womb. And it makes them feel more comfortable. So their limbs aren't like, you know how their arms are just like swinging, their legs are kicking, and they're like, wait a minute, I'm not used to my body doing this. And so I think this is just a more gentle way of introducing them into the world where they're not in your belly anymore. And so this makes them really comfortable. And usually we would put this on at night and the baby would sleep so well. So a Swaddle blanket is amazing. My third tip is to drink some chamomile tea. If your baby is especially fussy at night, chamomile tea is really calming and relaxing. And this tip is really for my breastfeeding moms because they'll get the tea through your body in your milk. And chamomile is perfectly safe for babies when the mom ingests it, when the mom takes it and gives it to the baby in the milk. I don't suggest giving it to a newborn in their formula or in a bottle. So if you're not breastfeeding, then just ignore this tip. There are 3 other great tips to help you. If you are breastfeeding, then this is a great one because the chamomile tea will relax you. And a lot of times the baby, if they're not breastfeeding, they won't take your breast, or if they're really fussy, then they could be feeding off of your energy and your emotional well-being. So you want to relax yourself, and in doing that, that will help the baby relax. And also getting the chamomile tea from your breast milk will help them to relax. And I find that I found that on really fussy nights that worked best. So you might want to give that a try. My 4th tip is to sleep with your baby. I don't know, we tend to bring the baby into our bed especially in the early days, in the early weeks, because the baby is used to being with you all the time. When you're pregnant, the baby lives inside of you and he or she is with you all the time. And I know some parents are really into sleep training. They're like, okay, you're out of my body, you need to be sleep trained now. So let me put you in a crib in another room, or sometimes even just a bassinet in the same room. But that's not the same as being like right up under you. So sometimes my son, like he'll fuss and I'll change his diaper and I'll feed him and he's still fussing and I'll bring him right under me. This is really easy to do if you're nursing, but even if you're not nursing, you can just cuddle your baby. Sometimes they just want to cuddle and they just want to be with you and they want to smell you and they want to be near you. Their senses are really heightened, so they can tell when they're near you and when they're not. And sometimes it's just too much to have them so far away from you. So try laying down with them and just really just kind of cuddle them. Or get in a recliner, get somewhere safe, and just really cuddle them and put them near you. And sometimes you'll find that will relax them immediately. I'm just type person, I don't think you can spoil a baby. If so, we're definitely spoiling mine. But I think babies need affection and they need you. And so sometimes just give you to the baby. Just bring them close to you. And a lot of times that'll be enough to relax them. And once they fall asleep, you can put them in their separate bassinet, or you can put them in their crib, but sometimes that's all it takes. So 4 tips: lavender oil, a swaddle, chamomile tea to you, not given directly to the baby, and cuddling them. And I find that one of those four will definitely get the baby to go to sleep. Once their diapers change, if they have a dry diaper and a full belly, these are the next 4 tips you want to go to. One of these 4 usually gets one of my little ones to sleep. So I hope that helps you sleep. Please leave me some comments below. How do you get your baby to sleep? What type of things do you do to get your baby to relax and go to sleep? Share your tips in the comments below. Bye guys. See you later.